Hello everyone! In this tutorial, I will show you how you can encrypt your data to secure and protect them. Let's consider a situation where you need to transfer important and confidential data over the internet or even through USB drive. Once it's on the internet, it means anyone with in-depth knowledge can intercept your confidential data. In this case, encrypting the data for end-to-end access must be your choice. This is where EFS comes in. Now, before we begin, let's see what EFS actually means. EFS means Encrypted File System and is a component of the NTFS file system. This is a built-in encryption tool for Windows file systems. It enables transparent encryption and decryption of files by using advanced, standard cryptographic algorithms. This means anyone that does not have the appropriate cryptographic key cannot access and read the encrypted data. When you encrypt your data with EFS, a certificate is issued. In this certificate, you can find two keys. These are 1. A public key. 2. A private key. Let's see what we do with these keys. These keys must be exported and saved in a personal information exchange file and protect the PFX with a password. Before another person or computer can access EFS encrypted data, the EFS certificate, which contains the public and the private key, must be imported into their certificate store. Now, let's go ahead and encrypt our data with EFS. I have a folder here which contains these files that I would want to secure. Let's open the file to see. These files are not yet secured with EFS, so I can easily access them. Let's now encrypt to secure them. Right-click on the folder you wish to encrypt. Select Properties. Click on Advance. Click on Encrypt Content to secure data. Click Apply. Make sure Apply Changes to this folder, subfolder, and Files is selected. Click OK. Please wait for the encryption to finish. We are done encrypting our data. Let's now open to see. Now, a certificate which contains the private and public key has been generated into our certificate store. We have to export this certificate, which would be required to access these files, onto a safe place. We can copy it onto a USB drive. To do this, open the Start menu. Search for Run and select it to open. Type certmgr.msc and press Enter. This is the Certificate Manager console. Expand Personal. Click on Certificates. This is the certificate generated. Right-click on it. Locate all tasks. Select Export. This is the Certificate Export Wizard. We will use this to save our certificate onto a safe place. Click Next. Select Yes, export the private key. Click Next. This is the file format we have to save our certificate. It is called Personal Information Exchange. Make sure this is checked. And Enable Certificate Privacy is also checked. Click Next. Here, we have to insert a password to protect our certificate. This password would be required when other users want to import our certificate in order to access our data. Type a password you wish and will not forget. Repeat same password. Click Next. Now, we need to select the destination to save our certificate. Click on Browse. In this case, I would want to save it on a USB drive. Type a name you wish and click Save. Click Next. Click Finish. The certificate is successfully exported. Please keep it safe, because you will need it to decrypt your data on other computers as well as your computer in case anything happens to the original certificate stored on your PC. Now, let's go ahead and copy our encrypted data onto a other PC and see if we can access it without the certificate. Let's copy it onto the USB drive first. Open the USB drive to see. This is our encrypted data. And this is the certificate we exported. We will need it before our data could be accessed by other users or computers. Let's now go ahead and shut down this PC and start the other PC. This is the other PC. I will put it on. Now, insert the USB drive into the PC. My USB drive is locked with BitLocker from the previous video, so I will enter my password to unlock it. Please watch the previous video on BitLocker drive encryption if you have not done so to see how you can do this. My drive is now unlocked. Here is the data we just secured with EFS. Here are the files. Now, let's try to access these files to see if we can do that without the certificate. Take a look. We can't access the content of the files. We have to see the owner of this data for the certificate first. Let's check the other files too. This is an image file, but we can't see its content unless we install the certificate before we can do that. Now, let's go back and install the certificate. Here is the certificate. Right-click on it and select Install PFX. Select Current User. Click Next. Click Next. Now, we have to enter the password we used to secure this certificate before we can go ahead and install. This means that no one can even install this certificate without giving them the password. Click Next. Choose Automatically select the certificate store. This is where the certificate would be stored for this user on this PC. Click Next. Click Finish. Our certificate is now successfully installed on this PC. Let's now go back and check if we can access the data. Our data is now decrypted and accessible by this user. We can now read the content. We can now see the image file too. And the applications can also now be accessed by this user. Always encrypt your data with EFS if you need to transfer them through the internet. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel for more interesting tutorials.